everyone, welcome to Gusto News on Gusto TV Africa. My name is Emma, and yes, on today's news we have Burna Boy, we have WIZKID, we have Davido, and we also have Zazu Portable. Yes guys, before going on to what you on today's news, I want to say thank you for ordering for me here on the channel. We see all of it and we really do appreciate you. And yes, if you're coming across the channel for the very first time, please do not forget to subscribe, and also do not forget to click on the post notification bell so as to know when we drop new content and also when we drop new videos. All right guys, so starting off the news, we have WIZKID and we also have Odogwu, Burna Boy. So yes, there's been a whole lot of comparison recently, different fans coming out to compare their faves to this person, FC coming out saying, you know what, WIZKID is better than Burna Boy, or Burna Boy is better than WIZKID, or Davido is better than Burna Boy. There's just been a whole lot, of back and forth, and people coming out to compare their faves and say, okay, do you know what, my faves is bigger than your faves. And this time around, we have FC coming out to say, you know what, Burna Boy is better, and WIZKID is better than Burna Boy, and we also have outsiders coming out to say Burna Boy is better than WIZKID. And yes guys, we're going to be going to some of the tweets that led to this particular conversation. All right, so this particular user says, I am a Burna Boy fan personally, but in the US market I am pretty sure WIZKID is bigger. So this person has come out saying, you know what, I love Burna Boy, I am Burna Boy fan, but then WIZKID is bigger than Burna Boy in the US. And this got a lot of people triggered. They actually had to come out, start comparing all of the things that Burna Boy has done in the US. They came out saying, you know what, Burna Boy has done this, Burna Boy has done this, and WIZKID has not done this. So we do not agree that WIZKID is actually bigger than Burna Boy in the US. And we also have some of FC coming out say the fact that WIZKID has not actually shut down these arenas or decided to do this or do that does not mean he cannot do it, and that does not also mean Burna Boy is actually bigger than WIZKID in the US. All right guys, so we're going to be going through some of this tweet, FC coming out to talk, and also the outsiders coming out to defend their fave. All right, so this particular user says, let him sell out the garden first, we will continue from there. So this person has come out to say, the moment WIZKID is able to sell out the MSG, the Madison Square Garden, then that is when she is going to be able to talk about the fact that okay, maybe WIZKID is bigger than Burna Boy. But for now, Burna Boy is the only one that has been able to sell out the Madison Square Garden. So to this particular user, she's saying Burna Boy is bigger than WIZKID. All right, this one now says, my dear, not just in the US, WIZKID is far bigger than Burna Boy everywhere. They are both great artists though. So this particular user is coming to say, not just in the US, but then WIZKID is bigger than Burna Boy everywhere. So like everywhere you go, every country you go to, every continent you go to, WIZKID is actually bigger than Burna Boy. But then she also came out to compliment the fact that these guys are actually, both great artists. Then this user says, yeah, I believe you are a WIZKID FC, but I strongly doubt Big Wiz have the same leverage Burna have in the international community, especially America. He also went ahead to say, after winning the Grammys, performing at MSG, performing at Billboard Award Night yesterday, performed at the Coachella, performed at Global Citizen Festival in New York. Quite a lot of iconic moments from Burna Boy in the US. It's obviously not complimentary to say Big Wiz is bigger than Burna Boy in the US market. Burna political gameplay in the US is 100. So this particular user actually came out to list all of the events and some of the awards that Burna Boy has gotten in the US, and he actually came out to say, with all of this listed out, you cannot actually come out to say WIZKID is actually bigger than Burna Boy in the US. But this particular one, did not sit well with a particular user. So this person actually came out to respond to this, and he said, because Big Wiz hasn't held the concert at those arenas yet doesn't mean he cannot sell them out. It's like saying Drake cannot sell out Echo Hotel Conventional Center. His Accor is in September. It's been 2 months and it's almost sold out. I wonder how long it took Burna Boy to sell out though. All right, so we all know that Burna Boy actually sold out the Accor Arena, and WIZKID is going to be having an event at the Accor Arena in September, and WIZKID is yet to sell out that particular one. But this particular user is coming out to say, you know what, it was actually it's actually like 2 months into the event, WIZKID is almost selling out the Accor Arena, and actually mentioned the fact that he does not even know how long it took Burna Boy to sell out the Accor Arena, and also mentioned the fact that because WIZKID has not sold out this arenas, or because WIZKID have not had events at this particular arenas, does not mean Big Wiz would not be able to sell out those arenas. So to him, he's saying, Big Wiz is actually bigger than Burna Boy in the US. Alright guys, so away from Big Wiz and Burna, we have Portable there. Yes, Portable has been like calm recently. He's not coming out to drag anybody or say some things. Like, he's been really calm, and also the fact that he has actually been busy recently. He actually went on tour, and he's been doing some shows for himself. So yes, but Portable is actually quite busy recently. But then the reason why we have Portable in the news is because he's been talking back to back about Big Wiz. Like, he's been talking back to back about Big Wiz. So recently he actually came out to say WIZKID Odogwu inspired me to start doing music. So he said he got inspiration to start doing music from WIZKID Odogwu. Like, after listening to the song, he was like, okay, do you know what? I want to be an artist. I want to do music. I love music. Then he also went ahead to say, give me 2 years, I will be bigger than WIZKID. How can you even say that? Portable. He actually came out to say, just give him 2 years and he's going to be bigger than WIZKID. And a lot of people dragged him left, right, and center. Like, how? No matter what you do, you cannot be bigger than WIZKID. People came out saying, Portable, no matter what you do, you cannot be bigger than WIZKID. Compare yourself to any other person, but not Big Wiz. And after the whole dragging, I felt like, okay, maybe he went back to have like a rethink, and then he has actually come out. He did a live video. He came out to actually beg WIZKID to feature WIZKID on a song. And people are like, well, if WIZKID even tries this one, they're going to unfollow WIZKID, saying that Portable is not up to the standard of artists that WIZKID should actually feature on songs, or to even feature WIZKID on the song. And people mentioned the fact that we have better artists that actually lined up and begging WIZKID to get to feature them, but then WIZKID has not even responded to them. Why do you actually think WIZKID would want to feature you on any song? So yes, Portable came out to say, what, Big Wiz, I love you, please, I want to jump on a song with you. But a lot of people are saying, what, this might never ever be possible. All right guys, so away from Portable and WIZKID, we have Davido and Burna Boy. Davido, like I said, there's been a whole lot of comparison, people coming out to talk about their fave. So a particular user actually came out to drag Davido and Burna Boy, talking about the fact that Davido and Burna Boy are always looking for internet validation. There was a whole lot of back and forth over the weekend between Stand Strong and Last Lax. Davido coming out to say, they call him 001 because his song, went up to #1. And after Burna Boy's song also went up to #1, he actually came out to indirectly, shade Davido. Then this user felt like, what, these guys are always looking for internet, validation, and he went ahead to say that's why he actually prefers WIZKID, because to him WIZKID is actually a very matured person, and you will never see WIZKID involved in such things. All right, so Larry said on Twitter, saying the way Davido and Burna Boy both fight for internet validation over who is the best will make me forever choose WIZKID's maturity over 1,000,000 times. So he's saying to him, right, he's going to choose WIZKID's maturity over 1,000,000 times, because you would never see WIZKID come out to look for internet validation or to talk about the fact that he's the best, or maybe retweet stuff like that. But then you always see Davido and Burna Boy do these things. So he has come out to say, what, for me, WIZKID's maturity over 1,000,000 times. And after he actually tweeted this one, he didn't sit well with a whole lot of people. Definitely 30BG would always come out to take the Davido side, and also the outsiders would also come out to take Burna Boy's side. Okay, so this particular user saying, Oga rest. Everyone knows David is very active on social media. Yes, Davido sees everything. If you leave Davido, he's going to respond to everything you say about him or tweet about him. So that guy is very active on social media. He also went ahead to say, waiting the pain Burna be say, no matter the Grammy when he win, at the end of the day, when banter time reach, it will always be FC versus 30BG. And Burna Boy just want Davido place because he feels Davido bought his way to where he is right now. But yes, we all know that maybe the major fan base in the country right now is FC and also 30BG. So when there's a banter happening, you always 80% of the time it happens is always between FC and 30BG. So this person is coming out to say this is the reason why Burna Boy feels offended or attacked. Like, this person is also saying that Burna Boy actually wants Davido's place. But then he also went ahead to say, he actually mentioned that Burna Boy feels that Davido actually bought his way to where he is right now. Then this user says, deep down, both 30BG and outsiders which their faves have same level of WIZKID's maturity. But on Twitter, they target pride. They should keep deceiving themselves. So this particular person is coming out saying, the fans of Davido and also the fans of Burna Boy are actually wishing that their fans actually have the kind of maturity that WIZKID have. Like I said, WIZKID would hardly come out, to engage in such things or whatever is happening, he even hardly tweets or hardly even posts. So this person is coming to say, 30BG and also the outsiders, their fans actually wish that, these guys actually have the kind of maturity that WIZKID actually do have. And also the fact that they always tag WIZKID's maturity as pride. And to him, man, this is not pride. It's actually WIZKID being matured and minding his business and also making good music. Then this user says, you need to fight to stay validated. All of them are matured. WIZKID still posted days back on his 1 million pay for a show. That's him still making his validation on the internet. Everyone with their different kind of maturity. When you are a star, you will know what it means to want to stay on. So this person is coming to say, they are all matured, but people always find different ways to stay validated. People always find different ways to stay relevant. And also went ahead to mention that, WIZKID, some days back also posted about his $1 million gig, that he had, and also said, you would not understand what these guys go through just to stay relevant until you become a star. Then this user says, flaunting is normal for all celebrities. No, they take things too personal. Majority of them no see them the way you see them. Now cruise the team be for most of them. Shey WIZKID no post 1 million paid for a show. So yes, this particular person is coming out to say, don't take what these guys do seriously. Behind closed doors, they always find a way to make things work around themselves. Everyone always, has a way to want to stay, validated or actually stay relevant in the industry. So it's coming to say, do not take what these guys do too seriously, because at the end of the day, these guys are just chilling, and it's actually the fans who will be getting the heat. It's actually the fans who would be getting dragged. Alright guys, so with WIZKID and Davido and Burna Boy, yes, I'll be rounding up the news for today. Tell us what you think about the news in the comment section, guys, and I'll be in the comment section responding to some of your comments, if not all. We'll see all you do for us here on the channel, and we really do appreciate you. Bye for now. My name is Emma.